Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the Intimacy Podcast series. Okay, now that I've explained some rules in the previous podcast, I had forgotten kind of to give the Nakshatra, Gana, Manushya Gana, and Rakshasa Gana factors, how they play in intimacy. Sorry about that. But just keep these slides as a base rules for Gana matching. You will see these qualities play out in every single Nakshatra matching which we are doing. This is the base rules, okay? So, Gana. Now I have kept it constant. I've done deep research through ChatGPT. So, these are all the deep research factors you will get from all 50 million websites, okay? Psychological keywords, relationship display patterns, emotional needs in love, sexual intimacy keywords, turn-ons and turn-offs. I'll keep it same for all three Gunas so that you just have an idea. You can take screenshot. There's this lovely couple over there, deeply feeling for one another. Never mind. So, Devgana. Psychological aspects of Devganas. All Devganas I'm matching currently. We'll go to Manushya Rakshasa Gana later. Okay, we are doing one by one. But the same principles, what I'm saying here, will apply to all of the intimacy podcasts in this channel. The psychological keywords. Devganas are empathetic. They are emotionally attuned. They are peace-seeking. They have a sensitive nervous system. They are idealistic in love. They have a high moral compass. They are emotionally porous, harmony-driven, avoids emotional aggression. Devgana is very tender, prefers emotional safety over thrill. Okay, relationship display patterns now. They are a nurturing partner. They are emotionally reassuring. They are consistent in their affection. They are gentle in their communication. They avoid confrontation at all costs. May over adjust to keep the peace. Boundaries. They're gonna prioritizes we over me. Emotionally loyal, slow to detach even when unhappy. That's why they need other Devganas. That's why I do Gana matching. Emotional needs in love for them becomes emotional safety, kindness in tone, reassurance, predictability, gentle honesty, non-threatening communication, and feeling chosen, emotionally speaking. The sexual intimacy keywords being emotionally bonded intimacy, slow arousal, touch sensitive, affectionate sexuality, needs emotional permission to engage, intimacy as a reassurance, prefers connection over experimentation, and they are comfort based desire. So, what are the turn ons for Devana? Tenderness, presence, emotional attunement, aftercare, not just running away from the bed. Being emotionally seen, turn offs being emotional harshness, rushed intimacy, power games, criticism during vulnerability. These are the turn ons and turn offs for Devgana. Let's see Manushya Gana next. Speaking of the Manushya Gana now, okay, what are the keywords? Psychological keywords for Manushya Gana in a relationship would be they are emotionally intelligent, they are adaptable, they are practical people, practically romantic, they have a balanced ego, they are socially attuned, very social awareness they have, pragmatic yet warm, they have a negotiator mindset, being in between Deva and Rakshasa Gana. They are a negotiator, reality oriented, relationally flexible. Apply all these rules, okay, when you're dealing with Ganas matching. Their relationship display patterns are they are cooperative partner, they have a balanced give and take, they have a clear communication, they are emotionally present, they are willing to adjust, they seek fairness, they value mutual growth, they have a long-term orientation. Their emotional needs in love being mutual respect, honest communication, emotional reciprocity, stability with growth, feeling valued and not smothered, adult to adult bonding. The sexual intimacy keywords for them being balanced desire, emotionally, physically connected, adaptable sexual style. They are explorers, something like Mrigshira, responsive to partner's needs, comfortable with experimentation within trust, intimacy as bonding plus pleasure, Rhythm based sexuality. Turn ons for them being emotional honesty, playful communication, mutual effort, feeling wanted and respected. Turn offs for them being emotional extremes, manipulation, power imbalance, being taken for granted. Last one, Rakshasa Gana. These are the hardcore people. Okay, psychological keywords for Rakshasa Gana: intense emotional energy, dominant presence. You hear of these things going on, of people labeling one another narcissists. Well, you must have an incompatible Gana. If you're a Devgana paired up with a Rakshasa Gana, you will perceive them as dominant people, as narcissistic. It's a perception in many cases. High libido life force. They are instinct driven. They are very emotionally raw people. Power oriented psyche. They're narcissist. Confrontational kind of people. Confrontational honesty. They are very direct. Transformation seeking. Strong ego boundaries. They display relationship dynamics as passionate bonding because it's a tamasic group. So they will everything want to do with physical intimacy. Very strong here. Strong attachment, protective instincts, possessiveness, clingy people, confronts issues directly, may dominate emotionally. Loyal once bonded, demands authenticity, struggles with emotional subtlety. They can't perceive cues, emotional cues. Rakshasa is tell me the way it is, or get off, like Americans love to say, shit or get off the pot. Emotional needs in love, loyalty, emotional honesty, respect for autonomy. They are very independent kind of mentality, Rakshasa people. Intensity mirrored back. They need that feedback. Emotional courage from the partner. Freedom within commitment. Sexual intimacy keywords here being high sexual drive, the highest among the three ganas. Primal sort of desire, very animalistic sexual instincts they have. Intense chemistry, dominant submissive polarity. You hear of this BDSM business. They fall into Rakshas Gana. Passion driven intimacy, physical expression of bonding, experimentation, desire fueled by emotional charge. You see the hectic nature of this Nakshatras, all the Rakshasa, there are 9 of them. We'll see them one by one. Turn-ons here being they are confident, they are emotional courage, they're turned on by this, turned on by intensity, more dominantly physical. Desire openly expressed. They want everything overt, not covert. They have a power, polarity, dynamic playing. Turn-offs being emotional withdrawal, excessive sensitivity. See, that's why they don't get along with Devganas, because Devganas are very sensitive. These people find them like you're way too sensitive. You're not matching them properly, people. Moral judgment, lack of passion. If you have lack of physical passion, do not try to pair with a Devgana. Please, you'll create disaster scenarios. Okay, back to I need to explain. I suddenly found out how I make these charts and how to find out Devgana, Manushya and Rakshasa within the charts. So last slide. Let's just take Virgo ascendant. This is a chart. So how do you figure out which one is Devgana, which one is Manushya and which one is Rakshasa in this? As you can see, 3 bubbles in each of the houses, isn't it? Okay, there will be any ascendant. You see 3 bubbles. These are the Nakshatras. The blue bubbles in every house, wherever they appear, are all Devganas. The brown bubbles are Manushya, which we shall get to in the future podcasts. And the yellow bubbles are Rakshasa Nakshatras in each of the houses. There, I laid it out for you. Now we can do the detailed sort of examination of all of this. I shall leave this for the LinkedIn newsletter people also. They'll be wondering what the hell this guy is doing. I don't understand head or tail of this. So this is for all the people on LinkedIn newsletter also. I shall leave this as a standalone set of slides. You can take screenshots if you're doing matchmaking, if you're analyzing, your own dynamics, your relationships. I'll leave this as a standalone podcast on YouTube channel as well. Take care. Be safe. I shall see you in the next.